The sharpest decline in poverty levels in the country has happened in Odisha. Nearly 8 million people have been lifted out of the poverty line. 60% of our population is dependent on agriculture. With our intervention from a rice deficit state, we have become the third largest contributor to the public distribution system. Bagging a record of 5 Krishi Karman awards, we are the only state in the country to have doubled farmers' incomes. In 2014, we promised an additional 10 lakh hectares of irrigation, and we are almost there. This target will be met by March 2019. The Millet Mission is an example of an initiative having inclusion and equity, primarily targets in upland areas. To further accelerate agricultural prosperity in the state and to reduce poverty, the state cabinet has today approved the historic Krishak assistance for livelihood and income augmentation, or the KALIA scheme, amounting to over rupees 10,000 crores. The KALIA scheme has 5 interventions. 1. Support to cultivators for cultivation. All the small and marginal farmers of the state, over 30 lakhs, will be covered under the scheme. An amount of rupees 10,000 per family at the rate of rupees 5,000 each for Kharif and Rabi seasons shall be provided as financial assistance for taking up cultivation. Farmers will have complete independence to take up interventions as per their needs. This will cover 92% of the cultivators of the state. This component is not linked to the extent of land owned. Thus, it is progressive in nature. It will Thus, it is progressive in nature. It will greatly benefit sharecroppers or actual cultivators, most of whom own very small extent of land. Further, this assistance is for 5 cropping seasons spanning 3 years from 2018-19 to 2021-22, so as to ensure comprehensive coverage. 2. Livelihood support for landless households. Most of the schemes in agriculture bypass landless agricultural households. Under this initiative, 10 lakh landless households will be supported with a unit cost of rupees 12,500 to take up activities like small goat rearing units, mini layer units, duckery units, fishery kits for fishermen and women, mushroom cultivation, and beekeeping. Landless households will have the option of selecting any of these units. Amongst others, this will particularly benefit scheduled caste and scheduled tribe households. An amount of rupees 1,250 crores will be utilized in 3 years. 3. Financial assistance to the vulnerable agriculture households and landless laborers. Sometimes farmers may not be able to take up cultivation, and some of the landless agricultural laborers may not be able to avail livelihood options due to old age, disability, disease, or other reasons. An annual financial assistance of rupees 10,000 per household will be provided to take care of their sustenance. Deserving families will be identified and selected by Gram Panchayats. About 10 lakh households will be covered over 2 years under the scheme at a cost of rupees 1,000 crores. 4. Life insurance cover. Life insurance cover of rupees 2 lakhs and additional personal accident cover of rupees 2 lakhs will be provided to both cultivators and agricultural laborers, covering about 57 lakh households. 5. Crop loans up to rupees 50,000 will henceforth be interest-free. Under KALIA, an amount of rupees 10,180 crores will be spent over a period of 3 years till 2021. The scheme will be reviewed in 2021 for further modifications. KALIA scheme is historic in the sense that it covers almost 92% of the cultivators and the state and almost all landless agricultural labor. There are about 32 lakh cultivators in the state. Out of these, about 20 lakhs have availed crop loans, leaving a balance of 12 lakh farmers who have not availed crop loans. Out of the 20 lakh loanee farmers, about 60% have regularly repaid their loans. Further, the entire gamut of sharecroppers and landless laborers will not be covered under loan waiver scheme. In this context, KALIA schemes covers 92% of the cultivators, loanees, as well as non-loanee farmers, sharecroppers, and landless agricultural laborers. It also specifically takes care of vulnerable agricultural families identified through gram panchayats, and crop loans are made available at 0% interest. KALIA is progressive, inclusive, and will make a direct attack on poverty by way of a massive investment in this sector and making benefits reach the most needy through direct benefit transfer or DBT mode. Thank you.
Sir, what steps
One at a time.
What step your government taking to implement the Swaminathan committee recommendations?
That is really a committee report that the central government should be dealing with first.
Sir, how do you react to Congress demand of farm loan waiver in Odisha?
The Congress demand will be a ridiculous repetition of their government from 1995 to the end of 1999. I'm sure most of you will remember how the Treasury was bankrupt, how salaries could not be paid, how infrastructure suffered. All this came about, and the intent now was the intent on bankrupting another half of India. It hasn't paid in the past, it will not pay in the future. This KALIA scheme is progressive, it helps virtually everyone in a progressive way, including their employment potential, self-employment potential of the poorest of the poor.
State BJP also insisting on farmer wave loan. How do you react?
Well, I think the BJP talks more and does less. If you remember the time of the 2014 election, about Odisha and the manifesto, they promised us special category state. You know what's happened to that? That's a decision first for the central government to make. Are you asking? Well, as you can see, the list that I've just read to you is full of bonuses.
Sir, are you in favor of loan waiving?
As I told you, I've given you the examples of BJP and Congress and how they they bankrupt not only the national economy, but certainly the economies of state. I have given something much more progressive. My cabinet and I have given something much more progressive, which is created for our poor people and our farmers. Please do examine the,
People are benefited by this scheme.
yes,
By
and
waiver
please
of loan,
examine the
only
points
few
I've told
section
you.
of people will be benefited.
Exactly.
By that waiver of loan, only few section of people will be benefited. But under this scheme, large number of people are going to be benefited.
92% of our cultivators.
Yes.
And please, I'd like you, media friends, to please read all the points I've given. You will see how it's much brighter.
The government is demanding.
Much more progressive scheme.
I beg pardon?
State government is demanding enhancement of MSP of paddy.
We have demanded it from the center. As you can see, they can do it overnight if they wish, but they haven't done it. Thank you, gentlemen.